Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, March 13th. Welcome to the Inside Edge. In 1973, there was a young assemblyman who was swept into office after voters became fed up by the Watergate scandal. And this guy lasted almost 6 months before he was arrested for stealing an air conditioner. Arnold D'Ambroso was the Rahway Public Works Superintendent. He was 39 years old, beat two incumbents in a district that included Plainfield and Rahway. And I should set the stage for this 1973 election. Watergate was the focus of America. Senate hearings were televised nationally. 70% of New Jerseyans viewed Richard Nixon unfavorably, and the Democratic candidate for governor had a 20-point lead. And then on Saturday, October 20th, 17 days before the election, Nixon fired the Watergate special prosecutor because he refused to pull back subpoenas that would have obtained tape recordings from the Oval Office. This is known as the Saturday Night Massacre, and that was it for Republicans in New Jersey. Brendan Byrne won 67% of the vote. Democrats won 29 Senate seats and 66 assembly seats. And so if we jump ahead to July 2nd of 1974, Arnold D'Ambroso is in Trenton for a committee hearing, and he finds out that the Union County prosecutor is looking for him. He was being charged with embezzlement, with fraud and grand larceny and extortion, perjury, misconduct. He was accused of taking a 10-ton air conditioning system owned by the city and selling it for $800. And those allegations against D'Ambroso grew because it came out that he'd stolen Belgian blocks and lime and cement and trees and fertilizer, all from the city. And then he sent Public Works Department employees down to his shore home in Point Pleasant with those materials to do work on his house. And on top of that, he took a $200 bribe from a local businessman. But Assemblyman D'Ambroso maintained his innocence. He refused to resign. He spent 75% of his time in the legislature under indictment, didn't run again in 75. Those seats flipped to the Republicans. That was when Don DeFrancesco was first elected to the state assembly. And in December, he pleads guilty. And the timing on this is interesting. On Friday, January 9th, 1976, D'Ambroso is sentenced to 9 months in jail. The judge told him to begin his sentence on Monday morning, January 12th. He still had 24 hours left in his term in the assembly. He never resigned. And so on his first day in prison, Arnold D'Ambroso was still an assemblyman. When he got out, he moved to Ocean County. He built a successful yacht sales company. He even became a Republican, and he never got in trouble again. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for listening, and I'll be back tomorrow.